Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. In this video, I'm going to cover two gardenias from the Southern Living Plant Collection. One is Jubilation and the other one is ScentAmazing. Both of these are great, compact, growing gardenias that won't kind of get out of control. You know, old-fashioned gardenias can get quite big over time. Jubilation I've had at the garden center well, I've had both of them at the garden center several times this year. And they're almost always in bloom. They almost always are budded up and have blooms on them. That's something that's unique, from these varieties, is they just always seem to be doing something rather than blooming all out at one time, which they do the heavy bloom in the late spring, but then they tend to have, just remontant or ongoing flowers during the season. This Jubilation is budded up big time right now, ready to come back into what looks like almost full bloom, and it's near the end of November. I am actually in South Alabama shooting some videos at Flowerwood Nursery. It's a big, very large, expansive nursery, and they have just a ton of material available here for me to grab and to show you guys. So I'm doing lots of video work while I'm here, but let me give you a close-up of these two different varieties of gardenias. Okay, so this is Jubilation, and it has the traditional double white flower, super fragrant, as you would expect from any gardenia. Really compact habit on Jubilation. These can end up 3 to 4 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide, so it will end up with some size on it. They can be pruned in the late winter or early spring. If you miss that window, you kind of need to wait for them to bloom in May or June, and then you can get after them a little bit at that time, and that may encourage some new flowers when they come back out. But it has this beautiful, rich, dark green color. It's a little cold out at this point, and so you'll notice on gardenias in the wintertime, you'll lose a little bit of that really dark green, shiny color on them in the wintertime. This is kind of their winter look. In the spring and summer, they tend to be more, really dark, shiny green, like that ScentAmazing is right there. ScentAmazing has a single flower, and if you're familiar with one called Climbs Hardy, it's very similar to that. It gets in the same height range as well. It's smaller growing than Jubilation. This one only get like 2 to 3 feet by 2 to 3 feet. Both of these are hardy in zones 7 to 10. This thing is just a crazy blooming machine. Pretty much had a flower on these all summer long at the garden center. Super. My guess is, and just from experience, these single flower varieties with these rounder leaves are the most cold hardy. So if you're in zone 7A and you're looking for a variety that you're, be confident that the winter isn't going to injure that badly, I think the ScentAmazing variety would be a very good choice for that. And then from 7B, down to 10, I'd be very confident that this Jubilation would be a great variety. Again, this one's going to get 3 to 4 feet high, and that one's going to get 2 to 3 feet high. So you can make that decision based on that. So again, these new gardenia varieties have been bred to to repeat bloom, to just not bloom out all at once and be done, and also to be hardier plants. Gardenias, old-fashioned gardenias can be finicky, especially in clay soils. They can be very finicky. These are definitely a little more industrial plants, really, almost more boxwood-like in between their flowering, just a nice little round green ball. If you're in clay soils, definitely mound your gardenias up. They do not like to stay wet at all. That is one surefire way you can damage a gardenia, is to plant it flush and then put 3 inches of mulch on it and go out and water it twice a week. You're going to kill your gardenia doing it that way. Mound them up, mulch them lightly, water them in well, and then let them dry out before you water them again. That's the way to go. You can fertilize them in the late winter or early spring. Again, you can prune them either that late winter period of time, or you can wait until after that spring flower. Extremely resistant to deer damage, which I know many of you are always concerned about. Gardenias are a very good choice, as are lots of fragrant plants. Not all fragrant plants, but lots of fragrant plants tend to offer that deer resistance, we'll call it. So again, that was ScentAmazing and Jubilation gardenia from the Southern Living Plant Collection. Be on the lookout for these who can resist that fragrance and the fact that they bloom a little more often than the others, and the point of a gardenia is to have that fragrance. that's really the appeal of these two varieties, and that dense, compact habit. I like plants that I don't really have to be pruning on all the time to keep them dense and compact like everybody likes to keep their plants. So thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for future content. Thanks again.